got a barn burner in store for you in this one. A top 10 showdown early in the season, a measuring stick game, and one that both of these teams hope will propel them to bigger and better things. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Sooners about to kick it away and get this season started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will take the field first. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right. I tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for a senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, he's obviously going to have a big year.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. They're coming off a national championship win last year, but you got to think this group of seniors isn't satisfied with stopping there.
No, they have tremendous leadership, and this coaching staff, too. That was the one priority in the offseason, fighting complacency, staying hungry to try and chase another title, David.
And it's hard to do, but you got new pieces and new places and new faces, which is awesome. So it's a lot of guys that haven't won that championship that want to fight for it, that are hungry, and now you mix them with some guys that have also won. It's a good recipe.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Punts it out of the air. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
I love the QB here. He holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Now the pitch. Across the 25, he's got room. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys. They would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. What an offseason in the recruiting department, reeling in a top 10 class, and you got to think that's going to help.
Man, yeah, it's just nice when you get some recruiting and some excitement, right? Get a top 10 class. You know the talent is really, really good. The young talent pushes the older talent, Jesse, and it just makes the squad obviously so much better.
And with that top 10 class, David, they really feel like they were able to reload the roster, and they think they've got some impact freshmen in this class as well. Can't wait to see what they do today.
He'll throw on third down. He's got it. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
That's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Hey, man, if we're going to show up here and play this game, we're not kicking field goals early. We didn't come here to just lay up. They drive the field. They get it down 4th and goal. Field goal would have been easy. Head coach decides to go for it. The offense pays off the decision with a touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. We've seen freshmen step into the running back position with big expectations many times. David Herschel Walker, Adrian Peterson, among others. And they hope that they found a guy like that here.
Well, and he's highly touted. He's got the skill set, obviously, highly recruited. Everybody talked about him. But this is a different animal, Palmer. Like when you come into this atmosphere and you got a bunch of full-grown men coming at you, I'm very curious to see how he responds. I know he has the physical ability, but is he ready for this?
He looks really good coming off the bus, I'll say that. He is definitely built different, but he's going to have to run different than he did at high school. David, you know this. You can't bounce every run to the outside and get away with it like you did at high school. I'm really curious to see the discipline he's going to have in this game, running the football. Now that he's playing against much tougher competition.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Leads it with the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Off play action. Bring in the heat. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. There's a reason they call it linebacker U, and class is in session getting that sack.
I mean, big-time playmakers at the linebacker spot all throughout their history that know how to get to quarterbacks and know how to make big-time plays.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Finds the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He gets a block. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's the handoff. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Third down play from the gun. Makes the catch. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone.
First down for the offense.
The Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the number one thing. Avoid disaster here. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got his man across the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense set on first down. They're going to run it. He breaks a tackle.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Snap from the gun on third down. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on third down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He wants to change this route. second down, they'll go to the air. Skips away from pressure. And the quarterback brought up two and sacked at the 12.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. The Sooner offense returns to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly,
Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
and that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there in that touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Baylor has the lead right now, but even though we've heard sick of a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside McLean Stadium. They're up by 7 over Ball State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Leaves it with the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Firing to the right, complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Flips it out on the screen. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this second and short. Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. And the Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score, your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Knocked down to the tackle.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great way to go.
They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lynn. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage, and you can hit that curl route, and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And as we get deep in this first half, a first and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that second down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football. Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on third down.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Sooner!
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Able to make the catch, but not in the field of play. It's an incomplete pass.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. Get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got his man. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards and then get your booty out of bounds.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He'll get rid of it. What a job to lay out and make the catch. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. The snap sets up the throw. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
We're just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back in motion. Try to clear the picture. Back to pass. Got his man on the outside. And midfield, he's got room. Shoved out of bounds after a big game. They'll mark it at the +42.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Caught in the backfield, it's gone in. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's caught inside the 20. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Pulls it and fires to the left. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
Just drives it between the uprights. Lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Fires one high and deep. Snags it inside the 20. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. They'll go to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They go right back to it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's gone in. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the run. He's forced out of bounds at the 18. And boy, how big is it to get a run like this from that part of the field? From their own 18-yard line, it's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Pulls it in. It's gone in.
You throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Handoff from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an exploder.
It's a foul on the play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quick toss. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Short throw to the sideline is caught he's out of bounds, and he's got a first down.
Well, the defense just needs to do a better job on that critical situation. That was a golden opportunity to get off the field, but the quarterback and receiver, they were just better on that one. Nice throw. Nice job by the receiver getting his feet in bounds.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Under fire. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
Gets it to him on the screen. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really, I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build on that lead.
To the air on 2nd down. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that 1st down.
The kick is on its way. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Running to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
What the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Looking to fire. Get it out on the screen. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Illinois took care of business today. They left little doubt about how this one was going to go almost from the start. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Trying to get rid of it. They go to the wide receiver screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Second down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Hammers ahead for a yard out for the 12.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the 4th quarter, an opportunity to move on top. The give to the tailback. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the touchdown. Oklahoma. The defense putting points on the board.
What a play by this defense. The offense going in to take the lead. No. Flip the script. The big pick 6. Now you're leading in this ball game. What a play by the D.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab inside the 30. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. To the ground with the back. To the 15. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And there was a little pressure involved on that last extra point, but he put it through. That drive, a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. The Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards, maybe. 2nd and 7.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gonna take a shot. It's caught. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Not out on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th. You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Right on the money. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Caught in the backfield. It's gone in. The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. He was all by himself out there. Someone just lost track of their assignment.
And that's so frustrating because you want to make offenses earn it. And you don't want to give up big plays and bust coverages and let people run wide open, especially good players. Like, you know this guy's a good player, and you let him run wide open down the field.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. All knotted up. Is free football in the forecast, or can this offense win it here? It's a draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. They're celebrating on the sideline after taking the lead, but still time on the clock.
You got to give this guy so much credit, man. It is so hard in practice to simulate the pressure that he just faced. Late in the game, seconds left on the clock. You have an opportunity to kick a field goal to put your team up late in the game, and he absolutely drilled it. What a moment for that young man.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Working the middle. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use.
He lost one down the sideline. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a double.
The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance, an opportunity.
Looking deep down the right side. Last pass falls incomplete, and